Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, still in the midst of Fiesta, we have an FF3 event called Hidden Love and Sworn Loyalty. Sort of, like based off the name, it's sort of Ignis related. Ingus. Ingus is the guy from 3. Ignis is 15. Absolutely fucking hate this shit. Why did they do this to me? Yeah. Alright. I skipped these fights last week, but ooh, you know what? I need to send out a tweet. Oh shit, that's what I forgot to change. I'll have to remember to change this on the VOD later. Sometimes when you're copying and pasting video formats, because it's easier than typing everything out from scratch, you miss a thing every now and then. Make sure it's updated. Good. Okay, it's updated. Did I do fest content or not yet? I'm probably not this year. I feel as though I've done 4 runs of Fiesta, and while there are definitely classes I've never used and all the stuff like that, it's just I feel like I've gotten the most that I personally am going to get out of Fiesta. I get the rest of my Fiesta content just watching Loon. What is the boss of this anyway? Is it single target? Good. Okay. Don't go Earth. Got it. Sorry, I'm trying to do things on both sides at the same time. Oh, Summer Festival. No, not yet. Yes, I pulled on Banner 5. I put it in the Discord. But I got, what's it called? Holy Lightning. Holy Lightning is online now. Much to my chagrin. I did not do the big 9 pool though, and I'll probably be doing that later tonight. Because honestly, I kind of want to start mastering all the bullshit that I'm going to be getting from Fest. And grabbing that will probably be the best way of doing that. This guy is Guardian of the Earth Crystal, and then reskinned, or is it the Dark Crystal? The Dark Earth Crystal? It might be the Dark Earth Crystal, is what he is the Guardian of. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hello. Goodbye. Just gotta charge up that sword. Every now and then I screw up with my coffee cup a little bit and get like a little bit of coffee on the bottom and sticks to the napkin that I use as a coaster. So annoying. Well, it occurs again. Hello, everyone from Doc Strain, coming over from Roller Coaster Champions into Keeping of Records. How are y'all doing? But time to do the spiel. I feel like whenever Doc hosts over on Sundays. Hey everyone, if you're not familiar, it's a Final Fantasy Record Keeper. It's a pretty cool phone game based around Final Fantasy. It's neat. I enjoy it. This is a good moment because we're going to start with the slow roll of increasing in difficulty here. And this is a good place to initially show off mechanically how this game works. It's very much an HB based game. Just sort of that old school system of bars slowly increase, and when the bars are full, you drop your move, and then repeat this. Why did this not save? That's weird. Anyway. Yes, there are ostensibly 17 games in this game overall. You got 1 through 15, Type 0, and Tactics, with a smattering of other things such as a couple phone game collabs. And Kingdom Hearts is in here too, for all intents and purposes. Kingdom Hearts is in here 2 weeks out of the year, every year. But seeing is believing, so yes, the company who runs this DNA has a weird contract with Square where they can't do content for living games unless Square signs off on it, and unfortunately that's just 14 at this point, so we get a lot less 14 content. So, general mechanics of the game: you have abilities, you have to make these abilities, they do not come for free. You want to do your general stuff like you would do in any Final Fantasy game. Put your buffs up, put your debuffs up. Debuffs actually work in this game. To an extent. Status debuffs don't, but stat debuffs are plentiful and very useful. There are these. This is what you draw on the gacha for. They're called roaming warriors. They're more or less limit breaks, for lack of a better term. And they're big damage. But we're mainly going to be using them for the intents and purposes of just buffing us until we get to some of the later fights where we need them. Because I like to show off that, hey, this game is very possible and doable if you have bad luck. Fortunately, I forgot to bring a dispel to this because, right, yeah, your boy over here likes to cast Protect. Alphanod is in the game, but not Alice, because Alphanod was added in pretty early as a 14 character because he's pretty pivotal to the plot of early 14, and Alice really doesn't become important to the plot until like is she in Heaven's Word? I think she's in later Heaven's Word. Yeah, Alice is pretty much a Stormblood character. It was always theorized that if they ever get off their butts and do another 14 event and add Alice, she's going to be the Realm Spellblader to sort of do the balance of Red Mage, but we'll see. Right, the Warrior of Darkness plot in Heaven's Word is when she actually shows up, and that's like 2.3. Or 3.3. But anyway, that's the basic flow of combat in this game, and that was a very simple fight, obviously. Later, you'll see some real shit. Yeah, almost all the original Scions are in, except Urianger, which is another crime. In fact, for all those 14 fans out there, I think one of my later teams today actually has Ida in it, so you'll see a little 14 in this. It's Tataru and Criminally No. Yeah, also, don't be mean to Urianger. I love Urianger. He's a goofball. What did I grab here? Alright, I have my defensive bonuses. Let's grab a Vessel of Fate, that way I can get a small stat boost to the person who casts it. I do really like that this event is actually using all of the remake music, the DS music, so it's not just, you know, tinny 8-bit. Because while I do like the 8-bit music to an extent, we updated the music for a reason. Actually, after a point, they started doing that with all the events. They just started doing the remake music, so the FF2 one, the FF1 and FF2 ones got the GBA music, and this one started using the what's it called? The DS music. There we go. What would Astrologian be in Record Keeper? I mean, white's the easy answer, yeah. White support. Kind of be like a hard just copy of Ishtola, I guess, yeah. He'd obviously have different... He'd be more of a buffing white mage. That's what it would be. Like, his individuality would come out in his soul breaks. Bard white. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so now, in this fight, as we slowly remove the limiters, we're actually using what, you know, the terminology in the game would be is 5-star abilities. In the previous fight, I was only using 4-star abilities to show that you only need good abilities to finish these fights. To an extent. And, you know, 5-star abilities are just they hit more times, they do wild effects across the board. Dances at 5-star level are very good. You know, we get stuff like being able to remove the air time from jumps, which lets you, I think overall, I think somebody did the math, and you DPS a little bit faster by doing that. Because obviously you have to use the weaker ability first, but I think it balances out. Meteor Strike is a really handy ability. Is break and full break stuff worth it? Yes, extremely. The only place where it's not really worth it is in some Magicite dungeons. And the main reason for that is that they're very break resistant in there. Outside of Magicite though, like, you lower their stats 25%. It removes a lot of damage, and that's especially on bosses that are mostly piercing attacks. Which we'll see a couple of those later tonight. It can be a godsend. The attacking move that buffs other moves with more attacks. Oh, you mean the heavy stuff. Heavy, I believe is what you're referring to. Heavy is very good, but you specifically need somebody built around heavy for it to be really fantastic. We'll be seeing a little heavy later tonight as well. I built a team with some heavy users in it. Because I like heavy. What is Magia? Magia is just extra levels at the end. Pretty much, once you hit level 99, you start getting like tiny bonus levels at the top. Each time you get a point of Magia, you can assign that to a various stat or element and get a 1 point increase in those. I believe 100 Magia in an element is 10% bonus damage or bonus defense. And then in stats, it's 1 point for most stats. And then for HP, it's 5 HP per point. Very minor boosts, but it's supposed to be stuff that you get over a period of long time. Like, eventually, that adds up because you're getting, like, big, 100-point boosts. Like, if I go into... That's not where I meant to go. Hold up. If I sort by attack here, outside of the people that I've removed out of the party already, but you'll notice, like, oh, weird, Bart is up here with 444, and Sora is 450, and Orlando is 437, and then Cloud down here is with 349, and this is because the characters up here have very high Magia levels. So, like, if I look at Sora, look how high his fucking attack is, and that's because I put 100 points of Magia in there. It adds up. It's very slow going, that's the big thing, but it will add up and be noticeable. Oh, good, where are my festivals? The big things where I got, what's it called? I got, I want to say Garland, that's not right. Gabronth. I got Gabronth's Dark Chain, and I got the good Noctis Awakening. Those were my big 2 winner pools. Other things I got were like, I got both of Kane's materia, his passive buffs, which are hilarious because I just love Kane. Kane is like a personal favorite of mine. I won't go deep for Kane, but the game has actually been kind enough to give me a lot of good Kane tech. What else did I get? I got the Holy. I now have Holy Lightning, which is very stupid that they elemental changed her from Lightning to Holy. Oops, that's on the wrong spot. And what else? There was one other thing. I think the pools on one of my banners was just a dud. Which, yeah, speaking of which, Fest right now is a really good time to start if you are thinking of playing, to everybody out there right now, because if you start playing right now, there is a 40 pool of just 40 relics, flat out, with some amount of very high ranking relics mixed in there. Very worth it. And it's free. That's the big thing. And there is a 9 pool, which has some mixture of 5 and 6 stars in it. It is all high-ranking relics. So, very good time to get started. It's the best time to get started in playing Record Keeper. Onion Knight. Oh, you want to talk about really good shit in Record Keeper? Onion Knight is the best thing because he is hot garbage until you hit level 93, and then he starts gaining like 20 stats per level. Just like in the real game. It's really good. And then he is like one of the most versatile characters. Because he can do a ton of melee stuff and a ton of caster stuff. Like he has support, he has celerity, which is like sort of speedy fast moves. Yeah, there's black magic, white magic. Very good. Onion Knight is true to form to Final Fantasy III in that he takes a lot of time investment to be made good. Now the boss here does like to petrify, but luckily with accessories we can counter that. Kind of make the entire team immune to petrify and not have to worry about the mechanic too much. Now, there is still a minuscule chance that I actually get hit by the petrify and then I get sad. But these things can happen. And as an aside, a note, I'm actually running sort of a, air quotes, challenge setup here. There's a special mission for this event to clear this fight with a full FF3 team. You get a little bonus for doing that. Luckily, this boss doesn't do anything AoE. I think if any of those attacks were AoE, this would actually be way more of a threat. Because we actually have been having some threatening ultimate double pluses as of late. But not this one. This one's fairly mild. And this will finish it. Tries to get one more petrify off though. And you know what else? For new people that got hosted over that are a bit less familiar, even outside of this event stuff, I have a harder fight planned for later. Some of the end game content for the game. So that'll be really cool to see, I'm sure. I'm sure. I say like, just you wait. Who knows? Who could say? Maybe this content will be interesting to watch. Who could say? Says me, the person who's kind of set up for it. Who's ready for that Baja Blast? The FF9 Dream Fight does suck a lot, yeah. It's hard for all the wrong reasons, which does happen sometimes in Record Keeper. I will throw that out there just as a fair warning. They try and bounce things and generally just throw stuff at the wall, and sometimes is not balanced correctly. I'm bringing some of my A team to this, so I don't expect this fight to be too scary. Oh, excuse me. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Culinary Curiosity is a very good roaming warrior to grab if you're running physical teams like I generally do, because it's a nice 50% attack boost with a protect and shell attached to it, and haste. So, just kind of gives you a lot of your defensive and offensive stuff all in one neat package. I literally saw this guy enter into this map, into this fight, and had flashbacks to the old Torment fight. Did we just start? We started about 40 minutes ago, but we're just getting into the good stuff. That entrance specifically made me go, oh wait, fuck. Oh, no, it's alright, it's alright. It's not that fight. It's a different fight. Same entrance, different fight though. Alright, so we're going to be firing off some stuff real fast here, especially with 6-star abilities now. Vaughn right there did a attack defense down. Fang here is going to be doing her normal Dragoon stuff. As I've already explained, Culinary Curiosity being a 50 attack buff with some good other things attached to it. The big ass shield that Tyro, the self-insert character, dropped is a 200% attack or defense resistance buff. It's pretty much going to keep us alive. If that ever falls off, we'll start taking way more damage. And now that all of our defensive stuff is set up, we can actually start going to town offensively. Some of the scariest things that this Bahamut actually does, yes, that is the message. He will now start Mega Flaring every now and then, and Mega Flare does gigantic damage. Here comes an extremely angry Bartz. Bartz has Legend Materia, that is those little red nodes you see next to the abilities in my party setup there, equipped that allow him to multi-blade. And sometimes he just kind of pops off. So note, that's 2,000 damage with all the debuffs I have on him. If I did not have those debuffs, that would probably be about 5,000 damage. Well, this fight is ending very quickly because Bartz just decided to be very angry today. I wonder if I could start doing these fights without LMR. It's perfectly fine at this point with this level of power creep. I probably could. I should look into that. Oh, there's that damage. But this is gonna end it. Or not. Or maybe not. Let's make sure we don't die. Dovlunith is pretty good. Mind you, his LMs that he gets for diving aren't the best. They're not, like, groundbreaking, but they make him a very solid character. Of course, I need to end this with flashy moves. Can't end this with just hitting him with a dagger. Alright, but now, moving on to the biggie, utilizing some characters that I have not for a very long time. This could go sideways, because, let's just say, in testing, it went sideways. So we're bringing to this fight, Ida, Biggs, and Wedge. The Ding Dong Squad. Wait, hold up. One moment. There we go. Just adjust that slightly. So someone was asking about heavy moves earlier. Well, we're gonna see some heavy shit this fight. Now, should I try this with Forbidden Power? I feel like Forbidden Power might not be enough. I feel like I need a last stand, but with that extra crit chance, that might give me the damage I need to end the fight sooner. So, yeah. What if we took a dragon and gave it not one, but two heads? Just imagine. Just think of the possibilities. Oh, shit. There we go. Excuse me. 2 heads. Double the trouble. Double the fun. So heavy moves. Let's talk about heavy. Heavy has 2 types of moves in its moveset. It has charge moves, and then it has unleash moves. The unleash moves do more damage, more hits, higher potency, a whole bunch of stuff, mattering on how many charges you have, and your charges max out at 2. He's getting ready. He's powering up. Thwack is the big danger move here. It's 50% current HP. The entire boss's MO is to lower your health with Thwack and then pick people off with its secondary moves. We're gonna get our 2 ding-dongs up top, powered up within elements, and then they are going to unleash some real hell. This boss actually has a move that can silence, which is very rude. But yeah, so now he's charged up twice, and we're going to use the Unleash move here, and you're just going to bask in how much damage this does. At not even full power, this lad. Pretty good. It takes him a little bit to get there. Uh-oh. So that's an attack magic buff that it just did. Yeah, you're kind of seeing the problem here. So, a lot of Two-Headed Dragon's moves here are piercing. So when it has that buff up, it kind of goes buck wild. You have to remove that buff by hitting him with your own attack mag ASAP. Make sure our attack up doesn't fall off. Double cast, please. Ugh. I feel like he's gonna do it again any second now. Nope, I'm wrong. I should have gone with the straight attack. Whoa! Holy shit, she's still alive. There it is. There's the attack mag buff. Oh, we are going to eat shit. Yeah, we are. This doesn't look good for me. Oh, it's fine. Look how fine this is. Yep, that seems about right. I think my wall might have fallen off as well at some point. Yeah, this boss kind of gets really rough near the later phases. Is a bit threatening on the whole, but if he has his buff up at any point, he is absolutely terrifying. In fact, I'm going to start with the attack buff first, as that may time perfectly to naturally cast the attack mag down. Yeah, there's thwack, but we have Soul Break happening, which is going to bring everybody right back up. They are just physical attacks. They can miss. I could have maybe ran a Darkness user with Dread Weapon for some more self-healing. That might have flowed better on this team. I think on a whole, this setup is good. There's two self-healers, so they're going to keep themselves up pretty well. We just let him get his buff off, and that was kind of... we were done at that point. Put a fork in us. Alright, he's probably going to do it right about now. Perfecto. So this move, aside from being a little bit of damage, is actually an attack defense down. Or a defense resistance down on the boss. Allowing the rest of the team to just do more damage. Ida can heal herself, or we get a double cast off and it's fine. And there's thwack. There is the terrible thwack. I am going to take this turn to purify Grimoire. Let's just go for it. Yeah, this is going to time perfectly. Wait a couple seconds, hit this, and we hopefully hit the boss right when it does its buff, because that buff should be firing off pretty soon. They're kind of like at HP thresholds, I want to say. Well, Sometimes you try and calls them and you miss them. And down goes Ida. Just go for it. There we go. Whew. Rough. One day, Ida will get a Magia level. But we're not just done yet. That's right. It's time for a challenge run. A challenge run using way more tech. Oh, excuse me. And then after this, I might do a Magicite. Well, I say I might do a Magicite. I pretty much have it planned on the docket to do a Magicite. For reference, again, for people who might not be familiar, Magicite are more or less the endgame content. Very hard fights built around elements, for the most part. Build a team of this element. Which one? Well, though I've been clearing it, I haven't shown on stream yet my clear of Geosego. So, probably that one. I say probably as if there's a chance that it's not. So, in reality, just as a quick aside as we're loading in here, the rudest thing that this game does with the this fight is the fact that so the boss does an attack mag buff, right? And does a lot of piercing attacks. No one in 3 can do an attack mag down outside of soul breaks. Oh, that's the wrong move. Or he gets enough defense. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, you have to have like Ignis' Soul Break and drag him in and use that, and then also hope that you just have it to answer every time the boss buffs itself. It's dumb. But I have fire defense up, so there's that. Look, fire defense up. So we're gonna start getting hit kind of hard pretty soon. Why does your shit fucking pierce as well? How is everyone still alive? Don't worry, I have Fire Stone Skin now. To protect against all the fire attacks coming my way. Yeah, there are some things that make this way easier. Arc, super, with the physical blink, helps a lot. I obviously went with Aria instead because I had the USB, which is big heal with the regen. And also the BSB. Alright, I'm going to do an outro for this event, and then we're going to jump in the magic site. So, un momento. There we go. 7? Alright. Well, that's it for the FF3 event. Next week, we're going to have an FF7 event, which I think is like the first one in a very long time, all things considered. So, I will see you then. Alright, cool. Magic site. I suppose, yeah. Let me get into Discord. Be prisoner. While I load this stuff up. Oh, went past it. This is the squad at this point.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, watch this. Oh. It didn't auto-assign it.
So long, suckers. I go into the auto-optimize menu and a cloud of dust settles, leaving everybody dead on the floor. It was unclear what type of move I was trying to do.
I don't think I got anything else neat that adds to this from Fest. No, I didn't get anything for any of these other characters.
Yeah, because you got a lot of, like, Kane Elamars.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't even fucking get anything for Alara from Fest. That was a weird daily draw in like the week leading up to Fest. I haven't actually run this since I got that Elmar.
Oh, nice.
So this is sort of thing for everyone.
So the other thing about Famfrit is that now that you have Noctis Woke, you can technically run him in that one.
Yeah, one moment. These error noises coming up are mine, not yours. There's going to be two. This is the first one. I just like to give that warning out there. Because I know, I myself, whenever I hear Windows error noises, I immediately look at to my computer to be like,
Yeah, I think everyone's conditioned to do that, and I really hate that everyone's conditioned to do that.
And the second one. Bongus.
Bonus.
Let's see if I can beat my time.
I'm so curious, is Garnet your only chain for lightning?
No, I actually have like a lot of the lightning chain. Well, I have two of the lightning chains. I have Garnet and then I have Shantota. But, you know, Garnet's is better.
Yeah.
Playing obsolescence.
Garnet's actually completely fine with that because she can just bard her way to the top of an attack like a physical team.
Yep. I haven't done this in like a week, maybe like a couple days, so I gotta remember what my actual flow here is. The early turns are really the ones that matter.
God, right. I haven't done Giasciana myself in like forever.
Because as soon as I get a soul break to Lara, the fight balances out way more.
I honestly have an excuse to go after Phoenix myself, because now that I have Bart's Woke, I can just like throw meter onto him and effectively turn that bird off forever.
Hell yeah. And powerful super mode. She goes fast now.
I should also do some meter shenanigans for Garnet, because now that I have her USB 2, Lightning Thorns will pair with that chain very nicely.
That's what I've heard. I read a post on Reddit the other day of somebody doing some real shenanigans on Odin.
Yeah, it's coupled with the Chaser and the Lightning Thorns. That thing's a really powerful chain pump.
LMR percent chances are fake. Though. Noted. Should be healing. Though, if any of those Bard songs had propped, I would have been fine.
Oh, you were just sort of gambling on those?
No, again, I'm trying to remember what my actual pattern here is.
Right. So one roaming warrior I've been trying to experiment in my rotations on is Fabula Mage. When you beat all of the 5-star Magicites, it just instantly does 99999 damage to one enemy.
I've seen that used in a couple things.
Yeah. Except it's just like, you know, that's free damage, but if you are very good at breaking Savage, then it's like, well... It honestly just feels like a thing that would have been welcomed back when you did not have enough Savage breaking tech.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Alright, this should be stable now. Garnet should refresh, and this Aqua Breath should give Alara the move. I don't know if Alara or Tyro is going to get a turn here. It was Alara. Alright, there we go. Team is go. Team is, I do not have to worry about healing anymore. And we're getting Ash USB off, so now we transition over from using Chain Thundajas to Voltex, because Voltec is honed higher so we get a better chaser off of it. Oh, Nice to see you show up now, Medica.
Hey, at least it let you shrug off that punch.
True. Yes. Yes, good.
Yes, good, Anakin.
Let the anger flow through you.
I shouldn't. Do it!
Your mic sounds a little quiet, by the way.
Yeah, let me see.
Should be fine.
Fucking Christ almighty. Yeah, it's at 80. Hold up.
It's alright, I got a brain fart right here. Think moment.
Yeah, I think it's just because I had been experimenting with stuff in my stream a little while ago, because for whatever reason, the audio quality in previous streams when we had been shooting the shit on Banner Chat, I sounded like liquid dog shit, and I didn't know what the problem was. And I think it's just Discord did you wrong. You just got a bad server for me, specifically.
I don't know. You've always sounded fine to me.
Weird. I think it was just because I looked at the Fest Banner Chat, and I was just like, damn, I sound like I'm talking out of a tin can.
Eh.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is when I use Quetzal to counter his Null Lightning. And then this also just gets Quetzal on the field, which then allows me to... Now, with Garnet Chain up, and whenever Quetzal comes out randomly, it'll be strong enough to break Rage Mode.
Okay, so that's properly timed. Got it.
Yes. That is why I wait for the Null Lightning Barrier.
Yeah, for me it's just shit like when I fight Medine. I finally stabilized those runs, so I'm really happy about that. I usually try and save Phantom for when I'm about to push in past 80% health, so that I can skip the Savage Holija, and then I skip that Mind debuff, and so I can just shrug off the stops later.
I see.
And also my healing isn't garbage.
Always these moments where I go, oh, I should probably heal. Shantoto looks really low, and then like one tick of Jenga hits. I'm like, right, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, now I'm super fine.
Like, recasting Regenga is less of an issue when you're on a Magic team because you already got Allegro Con Moto and a bunch of quick cast stuff, so...
Exactly. And then, whoop, Thundercall, and gone. Now that only works, like I said, if that barrier is up. Did I recast Wall?
Yes you did, because
Okay.
you have... yeah.
Alright.
It helps that Regenga is so stupid.
Oh, fuck me.
What?
Wrong Soul Break. This is fine, we can adjust.
Yeah, let's see what happens when you roll with 2 quick casts on this.
What if I fix it?
Will Shantota still be able to get Arcane off before the Stone Punch?
She has all the good shit. The main thing that we're waiting for now is Quetzal to come in and do the needful. Well, Quetzal did not have enough power to do the needful, so we just go.
Okay, yeah, because here comes the Stone Punch after this.
Yeah, that's very low damage on that if you were unsure. I really goofed it by hitting the wrong button.
Oh my.
It'll be fine. Alright, welcome to last phase. This is more or less carried by Ash. It is generally, though, very much carried by Ash. And then it will generally do moves, try and enrage. And because Quetzal's still out here, and I did Garnet Chain, and it pops right back out of rage.
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh, Ash always carries this phase. It's so good. People ask me, Newbie, how do you do this final phase with only 2 characters? Well, I only need 2.
It's nice that even
That's
now,
a cute enrage.
at 5
Thunder Call! It's seriously timed perfectly so that he kind of jumps right in after the boss enrages. They kind of designed that around it.
Yeah, that's the trick, right? You just need to remember that there is a delay. The delay is always consistent, so you can plan around the delay. It's just tough because it's also Magicite entries are also reactionary to an extent.
Yeah, to an extent. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Coffee mug.
Anyway, I'm gonna grab the Final Fantasy III Banner 2 stuff so I can be prepared for that.
Yes. And while you're doing that, I'm going to do a needful real fast. But yeah, my clear times on that are usually faster because I can generally pop off Shantoto either when the barrier is down or when there's a higher chain. So at worst, Shantoto's doing 70,000 with each hit, and at best she's doing, you know, max damage.
Right.
Time to make big numbers. Then I can start inheriting Magicite onto this. I just love the nope, hard splash now. Nothing else. Why do these other abilities exist? Good news, they don't. There's my 8 blade ward though. That's gonna go on so many teams.
Yeah, so the two Medines that I have, one of them is just Blade Spell Ward level 8, and then the other one is just Health Boon Fast Act max level.
Yeah. I have a thing saved on my laptop of like what's the good things to inherit on each magic cycle, like what decks do you make.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, as V Prisoner pointed out, we're getting here a little bit early, so it's going to be a little weirdness of not being able to see Banner 2 just like last week. I'm going to check the event calendar again, just to make sure.
I believe that they start on Thursday again this week.
Yes, so that's going to stop. I am also, for my own self, bringing up the banners on the side real fast. Okay, I have them. Alright, so let's start on Banner 1, though. Some good tech on this one. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. It feels a little loud.
It also has Jackass music playing over it, which I really appreciate.
Alright, so we're starting off with an Ingus Awakening. It's 15 physical earth, non-elemental, infused with earth, grant all allies earth thorns, and enter Awakening mode. Awakening mode is just earth abilities, but the only thing earth-wise they can use is night, but they just didn't want to make it night because then you could do holy, so they went earth.
Big thing on this is that they noticed that people love to use Ingus's BSB2 specifically for the Earth Thorns before anything else, so they just went ahead and stuck the Earth Thorns on his Woke.
It is an earth-boosting sword too, which, as we've expressed in the past, is rarer than normal, so very nice. As far as Awakenings go, this is pretty bog standard. Mechanically, the Earth Thorns are very nice, though, as I expressed earlier, especially on things like Odin. There we go, got there. The Earth Thorns are really good when Odin starts hitting your team AoE 4 times in a row.
Okay, so another thing, Ingus has not gotten double cast for the longest time, and it is very bizarre. They've been doing other things to try and, like, they try to give him other chasing stuff, especially in this banner, but yeah, he has never gotten a source of double cast.
Until now.
Until now. But, you know, also that other thing.
He's a buff boy. You know him, you love him. He got a Realm Chain.
That he did.
It's a Realm Chain. Realm Chain out of 10.
Hey, here's a much better chain over here.
Yeah, so, Cloud of Darkness gets the Magic Dark Chain, which, you know.
It makes a lot of sense for her because she's always been buffing support.
Yeah.
DPS.
It's good. Not much more to say about it.
Yeah.
Arc.
So this one is Arc's pivot into Water Summoner.
To which I go, but why though? Anyway, 10. Well, here's the answer why: because water needs spellcasters. 10 summon magic water, non-elemental, to one target, temporarily infuse the user with the power of water, and enter esoteric light EX mode, which raises magic 30% and causes every second white magic or summoning ability to trigger a follow-up Serpent's Blessing, dealing 5 summon magic water non-elemental to one target, restoring a small amount of HP to all allies. And
Okay, so I'm noticing that when they pivot white mages over to summoning, they also try to ensure that there is a little bit of healing stuff on the side. So this chaser is triggering off both white and summon, and it's also doing healing as well.
Yeah, I don't like the offensive healer pivots 9 times out of 10 because
it's just like it's like really tugging their arm just to try and make everybody DPS, including the healers. And it's
yes,
just like sometimes you just gotta heal.
There's that, and sometimes it's in realms where it's like you don't need to do this. Like 10, where you're just the only fucking healer. Anyway, this is fine though.
Yeah, like it's interesting at the very least, and like they are trying to do something for Arc to just as a theme because he's water.
Yeah, for some reason he's summon Leviath.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that.
Summon Leviath.
Summon Horatio. What the hell?
Yeah. It's odd, to say the least. Assume it's a reference to shorthand. Summon names due to character limits. Maybe.
That's whack because the DS didn't have that problem.
Well, anyway. Here's Fire Boosting Fist, if you haven't seen that before. 3 big hits. Arcane, out of 10.
Yeah. Ruffy has kind of fallen behind a bit, and that's really sad to me.
Remember when her USB was just like the dopest shit?
Or her burst, yeah.
Yeah, her burst too. Howling Vortex for Lunith, though, is a wind boosting spear because this realm doesn't have enough of those. Deal 10 wind physical, non-elemental to one enemy and temporarily infuse the user with the power of wind. Temporarily cause users wind abilities to heal the user for a small portion of damage dealt, and cause users wind abilities to trigger a follow-up Gale Spear, dealing 6 physical wind non-elemental to one target. A little bit weird with the Drain, all things considered.
The Drain is specifically a callback to builds in the DS version that had him running like Dark Knight Spellblade.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Like Drain.
Except for the fact that he can't use 6-star Spellblade, but that's a whole nother thing. He's a Dragoon. Don't try and say otherwise, Dina. He's a Dragoon. Only recently he got Spellblades that he could use, and at the same time Cloud did. Yeah, it's fine.
It's good, yeah.
Also, yeah, the weapon is Bloodlance. Good point. There you go.
He's Dragoon to Celerity, but the Dragoon part has kept him from getting double cast, so...
Yep. Crashing Darkness. 7 magic dark lightning to all enemies infused with the power of dark. Raise the magic and resistance 30% for all allies and cause users' dark abilities to trigger a follow-up lightning. That's a one-hit dark lightning AoE.
Yeah, this one's pretty old, but the buff is nice at least.
Wait, it's...
Again,
hold up.
Like...
Wait, the Cloud gets Spellblade 6. No, what I mean is they finally added a 5-star wind Spellblade. That's what I was talking about.
Specifically for Cloud.
And this is old as shit. It's still good for the mag resistance buff, but...
That's pretty much it. Like, that's Cloud of Darkness's whole thing.
Yeah, welcome to the worst chaser on a USB in the entire fucking game.
Yeah, pretty much.
It has really shitty potency on top of everything else. It works for, like, the weird buffing aspect that the Cloud of Darkness has, but outside of that,
yeah.
Alright, into the glints. Ignis gets a weird one, since it's a tempo glint with a 1,500 HP heal on it, so, like...
Yeah, no Unearth, but it does give you 1,500 heal to all allies. This one is basically... We don't have Dirt Smite yet, so we're trying to make Angus handle that.
Kind of. I don't know how I
mean,
feel
we
about
don't
this
give him
overall.
double cast, so yeah. It's really interesting.
But yeah, off healing is always welcome. I think honestly, looking at this, I would have rather this have just been a copy and paste of Cecil's, but with Earth instead, rather than the damage.
Yeah.
That's, I think, just my point on it. Anyway, moving on, we have Arcs. Temporarily reduce the delay of the user's summon abilities and restore 2 summon ability uses to one of the user's summons. Triggers instantly. I adore this.
This is really good, yeah.
If you're going to pivot somebody to summoning, this is how you do it. Give them a way to quickly restore summon uses, because that is actually the thing I find with Garnet sometimes, is that when I'm running her, I just find myself running out of uses, especially if I trigger her trance, because she just flies through her summon uses.
This is something that they have been trying to address outside of just giving summon more hones.
Just give them more hones, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. Like,
yeah, but that would require programming.
The whole thing was that, oh no, they have high potency. We can't give them more hones. We have to make them limited. Meanwhile, Bartz is over here swinging his blade 20 times. Like, it's dumb. It's such a dumb thing. Anyway. Thank God they actually gave them one more use finally. But, yeah. Arcane Rampart. Grant the whole party a magic barrier and haste.
This one is good tech. It's good reaction tech.
Yes. I can't recall the Torment too much to call if this is Torment bait or not, but
I'd say this is equally Medine bait.
I
Savage
haven't run
Holy kinda sucks
Medine,
ass.
so I can't really say if this is Medine bait either way.
Yeah, I'll go up to bat for it specifically because it just lets you dodge Savage Holy Joe.
Nice. Yeah, alright. I'll take your word for it. Sorry, I was putting my cup of coffee down. I had to finish it off. Alright, moving on. We have Stoic Holy Knight. I added a holy in there for your shits and giggles. Small chance to use when using white... hold up, let me start over. Small chance when using Knight abilities to deal 3 physical earth non-elemental to one enemy and trigger Model Knight, restoring 1,500 HP to all allies. This is...
Hey, we're working on Dirt Smite. Here, have a substitute in the meantime. It's cool. I like this. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially because once they make Dirt Smite, once they make Healing Dirt, this becomes stupid.
It's a direction that I'm fine with Ingus taking. Just like, instead of double cast, let's just give him billions of opportunities for off heals.
Water boosting staff, so I'm just going to point that out initially because that's useful and rare. Begin the battle infused with water. For his turn, this is very useful.
Ziller Gut points out, there is no Dirt Smite. The 6-star Earth ability for Knights is a Death Booster.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And this one's fine. Yeah, starting watered. And then over here you have double cast summon because he's pivoted. And Cloud Darkness gets begin the battle hasted and remove delay from the user's actions for one turn. Because
Makes sense for her because she is a buffer.
Exactly, she is kind of hard buffing now, so that makes sense. All in all, this is a weird banner.
I like it. Like I think it's a good banner specifically. It even has an awakening on there, which we're gonna see a lot more of in banners in the future. But like this has a good smattering of stuff on it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
Except
this is
for Cloud U. Except for
yeah, the Cloud Darkness USB is garbage. I'm not gonna say this is a bad banner. It's just very weird. It's all kind of scattershot and all over the place. But I don't think the tech on here is bad at all. Anyway. I'm going to guess that a lot of people, though, aren't going to pull on it because they're still recovering from Fest.
Probably.
I don't even know if I would recommend pulling on it. That's the big thing. Like, I think there's some good items on there, but I can't really say, like, there's anything that would win me over.
I mean, personally, I'm in the market for a Darkness Magic Chain, except I think I'm not because I've stabilized my Medine run, so fuck it.
Let's see if I can put on a different music here. Oh no. Right, the summer banner's gone. Oh well. What was this banner's music? Well, that would be confusing.
Alright, so let's see, banner 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hop back into banner 1 so we have this music playing. Alright, banner 2. First off, we're starting with 2 arcanes. We have the Onion Knights, Magic, Fire, Earth, Water, Wind arcane for, you know, his DPS based stuff.
Good if you have a way of boosting all that damage.
Yes. And then following that up, we have Masamune, which is Lunit's 20 hits with one big hit at the end, arcane, wind-based.
Is that a wind katana?
No. I actually have
Whack.
that, and it's not. Yeah, no. A lot of Lunit's shit, like, his only stuff that actually boosts wind are his spears. All of his swords, which are, like, one of his USBs, and his, his USB and his Overstrike aren't wind boosting. It's really weird.
But it's especially weird because it's an arcane. It's supposed to have a plus element boosting piece of equipment.
Yeah, I know. It's really weird, but I own this and I can tell you for sure it's not wind boosting. Flying down, we have the Ultras for this banner. And again, just reiterating for people that might have not caught this, Banner 2 isn't here yet, so we're reading this off of a different thing just to get the banner review out there.
Right.
Onion Knight's Guise, which is a water boosting light armor. 10 Earth, Fire, Water, Wind, Magic. Grants EX Light's Wisdom, which is a 30% magic boost. Cast speed ×2. And casts a Water, Wind, Fire, Earth Chaser when you use that element Black Magic.
It's really good. It's his DPS Ultra.
Mm-hmm. And similar to Bart's, thanks to, elemental changes, he can actually run this with almost all of the main 6 elements because of the way that works.
Mm-hmm.
Holy Rod for Arc. This is his Brave. Small boost to Holy on the Rod. Instantly restore HP to a Cura.
It's a Curaga. Instant Curaga with a party res plus 100%. His Brave mode is at level 3. It's an instant Medica with Guts.
Yes. With the general healing increase of Cure, Medica Cure, Cura, and then Cura with Last Stand.
Yeah. It's good. The Guts is delayed, but the res 100% will probably save your bacon in a lot of magic heavy fights.
Mm-hmm. Sliding down, we have the Gladius, which is a... Oh, I see. They have the Japanese and then the English names here. I've been saying the Japanese names.
Yeah, I've been running off of Reddit, and they still have their own fan translation thing, despite the localization being here for some time.
So, Desh's Dagger is the localized for this. Lightning boosting Dagger in synergy only, sadly. Roar of Duty, 10 lightning non-elemental magic attacks, cause Imperil lightning, and grant quick magic cast for 3 turns to all allies.
Low-key, but surprisingly real against Giustiano.
Yeah, I can confirm that. And an Imperil on him is very useful.
Does not stack with Allegro Komodo, but and then again, that also means that he gives Garnet a turn off to just go into more DPSing.
Mm-hmm. Arya's Rod, Seaborn Encounter, instantly restore HP, Curaga level. Oh, excuse me. Grant Firestone Skin 100%, and high regen.
They realized something when they tried to do that whole, elemental stone skin or resist business. And that is that they kind of had to try and make sure that you couldn't trivialize any given fight. That they didn't want you to trivialize with that thing set up. So, Ahriman is kind of built around that. He has some fire stuff so that you can shrug off some hits, but it's not all of it.
Elemental stone skins are garbage.
It's weird, yeah.
They're way too specific.
Mm-hmm.
In this game that's actually built around an elemental meta, elemental resist is way too specific.
Yep.
And then we're moving on to Ignis's Axe, which is Earth Boosting Axe. 10 Earth non-elemental physical attacks, attack defense boost to the user, and grants in Earth and Titan Strike follow-up, which is 4, 5, or 6 Earth non-elemental, mattering on your defense. I think you need, 2,736 defense for the big move.
It's pretty decent.
Oh, neat thing here that I never realized about this. Has 100% hit rate. Not crit rate, but hit rate. The chaser cannot miss.
Yep.
This is after every knight ability.
Okay, so, like, this one is pretty decent. It just gets overshadowed a bit by a lot of Ingus's more utility-based soul breaks. This one is just strictly, I'm going into DPS now.
I find myself sometimes in Quetzalcoatl, near the end of it, popping this off just for a little bit of boosted damage.
Yeah.
Because, by that point...
That's just kind of what it's there for.
Yeah, but by the end of that fight, I just need to get a little bit of extra damage out there, so foregoing a chain for this is not that bad.
Yeah, it's just, like, Ingus sometimes has a hard time if you have more stuff for him with slotting this USB into his stuff, because then it's just like, oh, I want to use his burst 2 here, or I want to use his chain here.
Glints. There's only 2 on this banner. We got Defender for the Onion Knight. Instantly grant weakness 30% boost, and high quick cast for 2 turns.
Good for him because he's a generalist.
And then Lunith's Hammer. We have Howling Winds, which is a tempo stacking in element glint.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. And then finally, we have the Legend Materia. We have Onion Knight's Helmet, which is black magic damage dealt is... an increase of 25% damage with black magic abilities when you have a rod equipped. Pretty easy to pull off, all things considered. Lunith's... Never mind. I take everything back I said about, like, oh, this is the localization and all that. Fuck it, everything. Anyway. I'm just going to go with the other names that are on the left from now on, because I just noticed that there's 2 things on this list that are called Lunith's Hammer, and that's not right. That can't be right. Blessed Hammer, which grants an in-wind for Lunith.
Good.
Bracer, which is for Desh, which is a 1% magic increase for each hit dealt with black magic abilities, up to 20%.
Stat ramps are less garbage now that we have stat caps raised.
True. Lamia's Tiara, which is 25% chance to dual cast white magic abilities for Arya.
Yeah, because I think that her thing is 35% chase Medica on Bard.
I believe you're right. And then for Ingus, we have the Genji armor, which grants attach Earth. Yeah,
that's good.
In Earth, whatever you want to call it. I'm reading from a thing here. Yeah, overall, the Banner 2 is a little bit more specific than Banner 1. It's mainly Dash Onion Knight, Ingus with Arya's stuff mixed in. There's a couple of Luna stuff in there as well. I like the USBs that are on Banner 2 a lot. Like, way more than the ones that are on Banner 1.
Yeah, like I like Ark's Brave, and I like Desh's Ultra.
Yeah, and also Onion Knight Ultra is there, which is one of the better...
Oh, right, Onion Knight Ultra one, yeah.
Yeah, one of the better mage USBs in the game. But yeah, that's that. Am I going to do the free pull? Yes. I'm also... You know what? Let's start with this. So we're out of Fest. I'm free. I'm free of Fest. I can start doing realm pulls again.
Oh, which one you're going for?
3.
Oh, you haven't done 3. Okay.
I didn't do a lot of the realm pulls because Fest was approaching.
Yeah. Also, you were trying to go for a whole event-specific thing, oh.
Yeah.
So what are you missing on 3, you feel?
I have no clue.
Good answer.
I would say decent healing, but honestly, like, I guess outside
Aria.
of Arc Brave, there is no really good healing in 3.
It also sucks because Arc is getting pushed into DPS as just like White Mage / Summon.
Yeah, because, like, I think I have, outside of LMRs, like, a complete Aria, but, like, fucking what else? Well, Jesus Christ, they just want to keep giving me this fucking armor.
Oh, looks like you got more plus water mage outfits in your corner for all those water mages that you have.
At this point, though, I can actually combine one of these because I have 2 of these, and then or like, do I keep them all separate because technically they're 6-star armor and they're better than Payne's outfit?
Also, it's just like, it sucks so much ass because this would have been like the dream pull. Right?
Yeah. Man, this armor is just chasing me everywhere. It's weird.
Are you ready to pull it one more time in the 8 pull?
Wait, 8?
9.
9.
I keep forgetting because they're just like, they're doing a thing. It's 2019, so there's 9.
That's right. 9.
Oh.
That's right.
Well.
9. I mean, we just had a 9 event. It'll be a while before we get another 9 event.
Yeah, this is fair.
Come on, just give me that Ico USB. That way I can just go and actually do the thing.
Hell, please, just give me Ico USB 1 or 2. Like, my 9 is so unbearably stacked, and that is what is barring me from doing Melty Gemini. Ugh.
Where every hard piece of 9 content is just balanced around Ico USB every fucking time. It's so infuriating.
Like, it's in the record lab, but that's gonna take ages.
Well, there's a possibility. I have no idea what that is. Well, I didn't get it. USB.
Oh, you got, that's either his Arcane or his, Brave.
Well, those are both new. Amaterasu isn't, but I'll take both of those USBs being new. And
oh, okay.
Actually, kind of run Kuja in half of my teams nowadays for 9 due to being more magic-based. Huh.
Oh, you do have Soul Splitter, don't you?
I do have Soul Splitter.
Well, that works out. Zidane's USB 1 is still solid? Because it's in Peril Tech?
This may actually be exactly what I need to do the dream fight, because this just lets me skip the final phase.
You want to test that theory?
Not right now. Alright, time for the biggie.
Well, glad you got something nice out of there.
This one's the biggie.
Having, like, 1,000 different relics for a realm and then being barred entry from its highest difficulty content because you don't have any healing USBs is the most maddening shit on the planet.
I love getting relics and just being like, I have no clue what that is. Sword.
Okay, that's Mog's Burst.
Sword can be for anything. Lightning thing.
Okay,
I think that's her BSB2.
That's her BSB2.
That's something for Dark Cecil.
That's Garland's.
Something for light. No, that's Beatrix. That's Vanille.
That's Lightning's. Who's it? That's Vanille's. Who's it?
Go-Go?
No, that's Vivi.
Fuck yeah, baby, yeah! Give me that shit.
Dude, wait, do you already have Realms USB?
No.
Fuck yeah. You wanna roll back that, your fucking, shit, what's his name?
I like this middle part here that's just like, you got that shit, dog.
Yeah, like I said, that's Garland's LMR. That over there is Maya's LMR, okay. That looked very Lightning-esque.
It does, that's why I thought it was Lightning.
So is it the double cast?
Yeah, my good boy!
Oh my god. Do you get to use the good boy now?
Good boy. I will shove Harshafan on any team I can. Ooh. I like using Vanille for stuff because her BSB1 is still very good.
The heal cycle is strong, yeah.
Yeah. Vivi's in fire. Okay, that's solid.
Land's USB is also solid because it's Machina's USB, except it fucking works.
Okay. And then... yeah, this is fine.
I mean, this is basically your ticket to... shit, I can never remember that stupid thing's name with the flames. Soul Blaze, or...
I know who you mean.
Yeah.
Soul Hammer.
Oh, Rex Soul, yeah.
Solman. Han Solman.
The soul still burns.
And the soul still burns.
Well, I'm glad that your 6 Torment team got better at any rate.
Dog, I don't even care about that shit. I got something for Harshafan. This is the best day ever.
Okay, so, quick Galaxy brain check. Could Harchafon's USB for videos be considered a super? Are you willing to go down that path just to get Harchafon a job?
Harshafan will be in every Crystal Tower. That's a good point to sign off on. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm going to be streaming Record Keeper again tomorrow as a note at like 8 o'clock, 8:30. I'm going to be doing all the festival stuff. So stop by again tomorrow. For now, I'm hosting over to Ty Tuesday, who is playing Hyrule Warriors, which if you've never seen Hyrule Warriors, it's the best Dynasty Warriors game. Flat out. Just 100%. It's the best. So, enjoy. And we're down.
I'm sure Ty has heard by now that One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is coming.
Yes.
Man. I think probably I'm just going to need, like, I have budgeted a Dream, a USB Dream Select, so I'm probably going to have to make some calls about what I am going to craft in the record lab versus what I'm just going to grab off of there.
Yeah,
Well, the scary part about the Dark Nut is that if I blow up the Dark Nut on accident first, if I accidentally nut, then I don't get an A rank, and you don't want that.
The big thing is I need to sit down and look at what supers
Hey, if you aren't already following,
are good to pick up.
once I hit like 100 new files.
Because, like, I made a spare copy of Ark's SSB just for the holy boosting robe, because my holy mages have actually fleshed out to the point where I need to do that.
How do you need more robes? How do you need more holy boosting equipment?
Because I had gotten away previously with the fact that Hope can equip shields.
Like, it's so wild to me. Hold up, let me open up my thing for a moment.
Like, seriously, the only 2 plus holy robes that I had for mages were just Rem's Burst and my first copy of Arc Super.
So, like, that was a really short mission.
So I made a second one. Because Tier 1's fake as hell.
You beat the game first when you do... Where is it? So, like, from here...
Meanwhile, I cleaned out Fest and I'm like, what, 620 Tier 3s, and it is,
Item exchange, record lab, I just want to look at this real quick. What am I saying at? I have...
And then there's this, which is a full map of, like... Oh, I don't know, like a million? Like a million of them? Like, just
25,000 rank 3, rank 1s, 5,000 rank 2s, and 150 rank 3s, but I haven't done any Fest stuff yet.
This is the harder version of the first one.
I'm going to have to give Swirled whoever told me that it is feasible to make 1,000 Tier 3s in a month.
Twilight map, I have all the weapons.
I really like the post that somebody made that you can refer to a character as a lab rat if you can make all of their tech, like all of it, in the record lab.
We're working on Grand Travel.
Wow, that's fucking rude.
That the character is that outdated, because I think that's like Ward. Ward is that.
Ward and Kyrus, yeah.
Yeah.
Ward and Kyrus still haven't gotten their fucking dives in Japan.
Yeah, it's a lot of content, folks.
It'll just never be real.
Oh, please tell me I get a helper. I'm really bad with the Wind Waker. Okay, oh, thank goodness.
Alright, let's see here.
Actually, as far as because I picked up that LMR, as far as the record lab is concerned, I have a complete Alara.
Nice.
Because the only thing in there is her LMR.
I'll go for this one because I want to see what those unlocks are.
Wait, not even her burst?
Not even her burst.
Whack. They don't have Ignis burst in there too, which is especially whack because they already have Tyra's USB 4. That's the money maker. You can just give me the jank crit boosting US burst thingo for free now.
Alright,
it's fine.
I'm gonna have to step away in a little bit, but I'm just gonna look at this real quick. Yeah, Alara I have fully complete, Arya I have fully complete, yeah, as far as the lab goes. Ayame and Corellia.
So for comparison, I'm gonna do some commanding here.
Sync, and that's it.
You
Now, this is what I was talking about when I was like, what, you had to make something for Holy Boost. So give me a second here. Armor, sort by boost element, and Holy. I have a light armor, a shield, a light armor, heavy armor, gauntlet, light armor, robe, gauntlet.
I have suspiciously dodged a large portion of that stuff for use on my mages.
Yeah, and then let me just see, let me switch over to weapons here, and for a 12... 14 swords. One rod, two staves.
Holy boosting swords, y'all.
Again, this game has such a loving.
I'm very glad that Dr. Mog's USB staff is in fact a plus holy.
Harshafan came home.
Harshafan finally came home. The good boy is here.
Alright. Yeah. People are waiting on me for Fullmetal Alchemist, so I will be back. Or,
right.
I won't be back. I'm just gonna head out.
Like, just go enjoy.
Yep. Later.
Later.
met another French Canadian.
Beep beep.
Oh,
Yeah, really.
Oh no!